choosing the correct legal entity, setting up that legal entity correctly, and then understanding the red flags from the IRS on how to compensate yourself. Okay, so for example, a lot of people set up they'll choose the legal entity as an LLC, limited liability corporation. Probably 90% of the people buying a small business, they're going to use an LLC. Okay, a lot of people. I live in Texas. It's a community property state, so each state has its own rules and regulations. So since we're a community property state, so if I set up a legal entity, it's going to list who your owners are. And if I just put my name on there, and I'm going to submit that information to the IRS when I get my EIN, which is an employer identification number. It's a social security number for a business. Okay? Because I'm a community property state, they're going to think that I am a single member LLC. And in the IRS's eyes, that is what they call a disregarded entity. Okay? What that means, kind of sophisticated names and terminology. So in essence, what that means is you are a sole proprietor, and a sole proprietor has the worst taxing of any legal entity out there. So on 100% of your income, you're going to pay federal income taxes. And on 100% of your income, you're going to pay what they call self-employment tax. Okay? And what self-employment tax is, both sides of payroll taxes. So if you're a W-2 earner, okay, you have approximately 8% taken out. That's to cover Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. Okay? 8% of your paycheck's taken out. Your employer pays also 8% the other side. So there's two sides to it. 8% you pay, 8% the employer takes. Self-employment tax is adding both of those together. You pay that. So if you knew when you set up that legal entity at the very beginning, and all you did was add one of your children at 0.5%, your brother, your sister at 0.5% ownership, one of your friends at 0.5% ownership, you potentially get out of paying both sides of the self-employment tax. So again, when I mentioned earlier, your path to wealth and becoming rich is to minimize your tax base.